Welcome back to the world that was, and this film battle report between Daemons of Chaos and Chaos Dwarves. Welcome back and welcome to round 2 of our mini knockout tournament. It is across this blasted landscape that the forces of the Chaos Dwarves and the Daemons of Chaos shall meet. Scenario today is the watchtower. We don't know who's going to be starting with it just yet, but it's fair to assume this is some outpost out in the blasted chaos wastes. There's various other monoliths and relics of dark power scattered around the area. It's an important site for both forces, one which they both want to hold. Let's take a look at the armies.
The general is a keeper of secrets with level 4 Slanesh and 2 lesser gifts, which I've rolled always strike first and multiple wounds 2. Yeah. Hero is a Herald of Nurgle battle standards bearer with level 1 death and the exalted locus of contagion, and his lesser gift is also always strike first because the keeper of secrets has the sword of swift slaying as opposed to the actual gift. Core is a unit of 35 plague bearers with full command and the standard of discipline. Special, we've got 3 blood gushers of Khorne, 5 fleshhounds of Khorne, and 5 seekers with full command. And rare, we've got 2 skullcannons.
And this is a 2,000 point list of Chaos Dwarfs, led by a Sorcerer Prophet, level 4, Law of Fire, with a Talisman of Endurance, the Chalice of Blood and Darkness, Charmed Shield, Iron Curse Icon, and a Pistol. 30 Infernal Guard, with the Blunderbuss, full command and a Gleaming Pennant. There are 2 Magma Cannons, a Hellbound Iron Demon, Dreadquake Mortar with the Slave Ogre upgrade, and a Hell Cannon. Turn 1 movement is complete for the Chaos Dwarves. All of the war machines have stayed stationary, lining up their shots. Iron Demon has charged forwards. It's going to be in range for its steam cannonade there. And the Infernal Guard have also marched forwards. Nothing was going to be in range of their blunderbusses, and they've got their eyes set on the watchtower. Let's move into the magic phase. 5. I'll try my channel attempt. Nope. 5 for me.
5 for me.
1 for them. Right, have a think about the spells. Magic was a complete disaster. Didn't manage to get any spells off. So we're moving into the shooting and hopefully something a little better. Magma Cannon is shooting down at this unit of plague bearers in front of him. We're going to go 8 inches. So the tip of the flame template is 8 inches back. So it's 8 inches long anyway. And it goes forward 8. Perfect. So we'll work out how many we've hit, and that's a nice shot. 8 wounds have gone through. It's ward save time. 1.
7 dead.
7 dead. Very nice. Next shot. I don't know whether this one's going to be able to see, so I'll have a quick little think. Otherwise, it might be the Iron Demon. Hell Cannon has lined up its shot, aiming for this chap here's head. Let's see if he's any good. No, 10 inches. He's scattered miles and miles away. Next one is going to be the Iron Demon, then firing into these. So we roll 2 and pick best. I'm going to keep the 10, I think. Yep, we'll take the 10. Grab those dice and see how many more we can shoot down. And none is the answer to how many the Iron Demon manages to hit. It's because he charged forward. I was hitting on 6s. So nothing done there. So it's now time for the big Dreadquake Mortar. Firing at exactly the same guy. See if he can get lucky twice. It is an indirect shot. However, at a 2, minus my ballistic skill, that's a perfect hit on his head. Ouch. Right, grab my dice and squish some plague bearers. 8 plague bearers have been wounded by that mortar shot. Time for their ward saves. Can they save any of them? Oh, not bad actually. 6 of them. Saved 6 of them. Remarkable. 2 down. But importantly, that is 2 wounds that are taken, so they are going to be subject to dangerous terrain tests if they move. Turn 1 for Demons of Chaos. Just the Magma Cannon did do a couple of wounds on the left-hand Skull Cannon there. Demon's turn. There is a charge going from the Plague Bearers up into the Iron Demon, which cannot stand and shoot.
So they want dangerous terrain tests?
They are all taking dangerous terrain tests. Yeah, we'll grab those dice first. Movement for the demons is complete. Plague Bearers only lost 1 to the dangerous terrain test and managed to make their charge. And as you can see, everything else has come rushing forwards. So let's move into the magic phase. Winds of magic, and let's see what dastardly effects happen here as demons get their own special roll as well. Gone for a 6. I'll find my channel just while you check your result. Oh, I do. So I'm on 6, and we'll double check what has happened on the Winds of Magic.
Rot, glorious rot.
Oh, that sounds like it's good for Nurgle, and it's going to be bad for me. Couple of my units have taken some wounds, lost a few off the 2 war machines for this Nurgle's glorious rot, or whatever the outcome for the Winds of Magic was. But then the magic phase itself was rubbish, and no spells were cast again, partly thanks to the Chalice of Blood and Darkness, which I got to open to take away a lot of power dice after Jay failed the first spell. Anyway, so shooting phase. Got some skull cannons over here. We're going to start with them. Well, that's all you can shoot, yeah. Do you know what you're going to shoot with them?
Aiming for the 10 inches from the back of the Magma Cannon.
Okay. Let's see how they do. So the first one, the wounded one, yeah. 6, he's going to be 4 inches. Well, he's probably hit it anyway, almost. But yeah, he's definitely hit that.
Doesn't get the move over to the Dreadwick.
No. Can you wound him? Yes, you can. And D6 wounds on it. There's no save here. 2! Brilliant. I've got 1 left on that one. Is it a rinse and repeat for the second?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's 6 inches short. Oh, and it's stuck. Magma Cannon breathes a sigh of relief with 1 wound remaining. Plague Bearers have done their worst, which wasn't too bad, and haven't done a single wound to me. And the crew have managed to get 1 wound back, or 1 unsaved wound back. Time for the Thunderstomp, which is where I'm going to do my damage if I can. Oh, and it's a nice big 6. So, 2s all over it. Oh, there's still 2 1s. There's 3 1s in there, but that's 3 more that are going through to your ward saves. 3 more dead. Oh, and you got 2 ranks, 3 for standard, 4 for charges, 5 for BSB. I got 3. 4. But I am unbreakable, so not much else happening there. We're going to stay locked in combat. That takes us to the end of the turn, and it's going to be Chaos Dwarves, turn 2, coming up. Movement and magic for Chaos Dwarfs is complete. Both were a bit of a non-event. The Infernal Guard have shuffled forwards, and magic, the only spell that we managed to get off was Flaming Sword of Ruin on the Magma Cannon down here, which leads us straight into the shooting phase. We're going to be lining up. This Magma Cannon is going for the Hellstriders in front of him. He's going to go 1 inch out the barrel of his gun. And further forward 4. So we'll double check that and see how many we've hit. Hit 4, rolled 3 1s for wounding them, and the 1 wound that did go through was saved with the ward save. That's because I called them the wrong thing. They're Seekers, not Hellstriders. There we go. This Magma Cannon is going to aim down for the wounded Skull Cannon down here. Again, we're going 8 inches back from him. Oh, we've misfired. That's not grand. Grab my dice and we'll see what he's done to himself. 4. Can't shoot next turn or next. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. Doesn't matter. We're going to move on. We'll do the Hell Cannon is going on to the middle of that chap's head. Let's see if we can actually get a decent hit this time here. Roll around here so we can see where we're going. Scatter meant that we only hit one of these dogs at the front and killed one of them. We're going to do the Dreadquake, which is aiming for the same place, straight on this chap's head. We can see it, so we're not indirect this time, although with a 6-inch scatter away, that's not going to have hit anything. So magic was a disaster. Shooting, we've killed one model, and that's it. That's not been brilliant for Chaos Dwarves. Oh, we've still got the Infernal Guard, sorry. Yes, I do need to still consider if I've got any shots open with them, so let's have a think. 38 shots went into the Keeper of Secrets. Well, most of them didn't go into him, most of them missed by miles and peppered the side of the watchtower. And at the end of it all, he's not taken a single wound. So this has really not gone very well for the Chaos Dwarves so far, not having the success that we hoped. So we're into this combat. This is where it all turns around again. So we're starting off with the BSB going first. What can he do? Not a huge amount, but yeah.
2 hits.
Going for his wounds. No wounds there. Couple of wounds traded each way. Iron Demon has taken 1 wound down to 7 left. Managed to do a wound with a crew member and then a few more through his Thunderstomp. Still not enough, and the Plague Bearers have still won the combat. Still unbreakable. Still not going anywhere. Didn't do much damage that turn at all, did I really? But never mind. Still plenty of turns to go. So with that, we'll move on to the Daemons of Chaos, turn 2. Demon's movement is complete. Couple of charges that have gone home. We've had a charge down here onto the Hell Cannon, and the Seekers have charged into the Magma Cannon down here. Keeper of Secrets has positioned himself just in front of the Watchtower to be annoying, although he's going to pay for it with his life, I think, through a hail of blunderbuss fire next turn, depending how many of them are alive, because there are some Skull Cannons looking at him. And before we get there, there's, of course, magic. Let's roll for the Winds of Magic and see the impact it has. 9. How's that affecting the demons this time?
Khorne's Wrath.
Khorne's Wrath. Well, you've got a few Khorne units, so in fact all of that flank is Khorne. So I'm guessing that they escape that one. We'll double check the effect on the rest of the units on the battlefield then, and come back when he's got some spells ready. Khorne's Wrath, the only model which has suffered the wrath of Khorne, is the Keeper of Secrets, as Khorne does not like Slash. It scatters 3d6, so Joe's really hoping it's going to scatter a long way off, but there's a potential it isn't, and it's going to land on his Keeper's head. So, oh, it has! He's got the hit! A big, angry, Khorne-sized stone thrower lands on the Keeper's head. We've wounded him, he's failed his ward save, and it's multiple wounds d6. He's got 5 wounds. I'm getting the pleasure of rolling this one. Oh, 4. 1 wound left. Okay. Can he make it pay with some brutal magic? Let's find out. So the Keeper got off a boosted cacophonic choir, which caused 2d6 wounds, wounding on a 4+ with no armor saves. And it destroyed the Iron Demon. Got 12 dice to roll on it. 7 4+, which is all the wounds he had left. He's gone. Only 1 on the Infernal Guard, but that unit there was really doing a good job holding up the Plague Bearers. I've opened the Chalice of Blood and Darkness, whenever it is again. He's still got 1 dice left. What are you going to cast for your last spell, or are you not even going to bother?
Acquiescence on the Dreadquake Mortar.
Okay.
I need a 3+.
Yeah, that one's gone off, and I have no dice to dispel.
Movement as well.
Random movement on him, so there's not going to be much shooting coming in from me next turn. Skull Cannon has fired down at the Dreadquake Mortar, managed to get his shot perfectly lined in, hit him and wounded him. D6 wounds, I've only got 3 left. Oh, he's on 1 wound remaining. Combat is complete. The Seekers cut down the magma cannon. Failed their leadership test though, and did charge on down the hill. Over here, I had much more success. Hell cannon managed to mulch and do whatever hell cannons do to the what are they not warhounds? Flesh hounds that came into him. Did take a wound back, but at least he's cleared that up. I can't believe this is only turn 2 for the amount of destruction that's been wrought already, but turn 2 it is. Heading in to Chaos Dwarves turn 3. Thanks to the random movement inflicted on me by the various spells, didn't have much control over the movement phase. Dreadquake Mortar had to move forwards too. These guys moved forward and have made it into contact with the Keeper. Magic phase was a complete non-event, failed to cast my first spell, and then broken concentration. That was the end of that. Going into the shooting phase, Hell Cannon is aiming down into the middle of this squad here, guy behind the Standard Bearer. It is indirect. It's a misfire as well. Oh, dear me. 2. I think that's where he eats the handlers. Combat over here. Keeper has only got 1 wound left. How much damage can he do before I hopefully cut him down? He has issued a challenge, which I've refused. So this is all going into the rank and file. Who are the guys that are going to be bludgeoning him back? He's got his 6 attacks. Yep. Okay.
He's got his always strike first lesser gift.
Always strike first, yeah. Rolled 4 at the start of the game.
Strength 6.
So 2s to wound. 3 wounds that come through. And the roll like that, it's 3 that are slain. We'll work out how many attacks I can get back in on him. 1 wound has gone through from the 8 attacks that I managed to put into him. Has he got any armour, or is it just straight to his ward? Straight down to his ward save. Can he do it? 2. No, he can't. He is chopped down. And with it, that's a lot of your magic power gone as well. However, that's another turn where I have inflicted minimal damage across what's left of this army. So, we'll go into Demons, turn 3, coming up next. Movement phase is complete. Seekers have run round down here, harrying the remaining war machines. Skull Crushers? Yes, have come down a bit further on the flank. And the Plague Bearers have gone into the watchtower. We're just going to keep the unit there next to them so we can check off wounds if I manage to cause any with my magic or blunderbusses. Got to try and survive that long, and it's magic first. I need Corn to come down and start squishing you again, please. What have you got?
No!
Oh dear.
Everyone's got to take a demonic instability test.
Oh. The demonic instability test passed by Blood Crushers, not Skull Crushers, my apologies, and the Seekers. Failed by the 2 Skull Cannons, but they're both still alive just, and now it's the important one for this unit in here. Their leadership 9 because of the Battle Standard Bearer and Standard Discipline. So, 7. They're absolutely fine. They have escaped. And I'm going to open the Chalice of Blood and Darkness and Despair and Lack of Hope. You lose 2 dice from your pool. I lose 1 from mine. I did get my channel, so I have 1 dice. You have 1 dice.
Cast on 10, I can't go.
It's cast on a 10. That's it. We'll come back for some shooting then. Shooting is complete. The Skull Cannons managed to take out the Magma Cannon, and then the second one, which fired down at the Dreadquake, rolled a misfire, but he is okay, and he'll be shooting again next turn. That's the end of Demons turn 3. Movement phase is complete as expected. The Hell Cannon failed its Caged Fury, rolled brilliantly high, and has charged off up down the flank. These guys have just done a reform. They've managed to do it swiftly, so they're going to unleash a lot of shots. I am aware that I'm risking a flank charge here, but, well, we're on turn 4, and potentially the game ends this turn, so if I can get you out of it, at least that's a draw. Yeah, that's the movement. Let's go into magic. It's a 7. Channel for me. No. 42 shots from the blunderbusses coming in against the unit inside the watchtower. Hitting on 7s due to the combination of moving and the hard cover. So looking for 6s initially. There's a few in there. And now looking to turn these into 4s. Okay, so out of 42 shots, we've got 4 that have hit. I get a +1 to my wounds. And I'm re-rolling. Still the 3's not good enough. So we've got 3 wounds out of 42 shots. Okay. Do the pistol from my boss dude. Oh, he's what's his ballistic skill? I don't know if he will have hit, so he's missed. Right, let's just go big. We'll do the Dreadquake, which is going to go onto the roof of the watchtower, bring the building down on top of them all. No, he can't. And I don't think he's going to hit. He might do. Let's double check that one now, live on camera for you. No, he's going to be just shy of that one. So, combat. Let's see how hungry the Hell Cannon is. Hell Cannon and the Blood Crushers both managed to inflict 1 wound on each other, but with the bonus for charging, that was enough for the Hell Cannon to win the combat. Blood Crushers then spectacularly failed their demonic instability and lost another by 4 wounds, so 5 wounds, which has killed 2 more models. So that went quite well. Don't know if I've really done enough. I've got 1 more turn, potentially, for the demons, and then we roll because it's random game length to see what happens. So demons need to stay pretty in that watchtower and hope that they roll a 6 at the end of their turn. Even if they don't, I'm really struggling to get them out. 42 shots into that, and I killed 2 models. I don't think I'm going to have a Dreadquake left at the end of or start of my next turn, and there's not going to be many of these guys left, and they'll probably be stuck in combat. But no point talking about it. Let's see what happens. Charges have gone crashing home for the demons, with the Seekers and Skull Cannon hitting the Dreadquake, and the other Skull Cannon going into the side of the Infernal Guard. So, Magic Phase. We'll have another double 1, please, and you can lose a load more. That would be... Oh, I saw it for a second then. What's happened to them all this time? Punished by the Gods, which is going to affect the BSB. Takes a wound for every point he fails a leadership test by. So... He's leadership 9, yeah, with the standard discipline in there as well. So, see how lucky he's rolling. 9, he's fine. And is he going to cast any spells?
3 dice.
Doom and Darkness, is that?
I'm opening the chalice first.
The only one he's got? Yeah, I'll open the chalice and try and prevent you even having a magic phase again. You lose 3, so that's it. End of that. We've got no shooting this time, but we'll go straight into combat. Which one do you want to do first?
We'll do the Blood Crusher first.
Blood Crusher on that side there, yeah. So he's attacking first.
6 to wound.
No, and the Juggernaut that he's sat upon.
5 to wound. No.
Nothing there. 5 attacks back from... Whoops.
3 hits.
Oops. And he's strength 5.
3 wounds.
3 wounds.
Plus armour.
Oh, he's passed one of them.
4.
Yeah.
So I lose by 1.
Loses by 1. Demonic instability again. Passes this time. Slowly nibbling my way through it. Right, we'll get the impact hits rolled for these guys and see how many are left after. End of the Demons turn 4. Bit of mixed success with the rest of the combats. Did manage to destroy the Dreadquake mortar. Both units overran, so the Skull Cannon has gone off the table. This one up here didn't do as well. Only killed 2, I think, in the end. Managed to pass my leadership test. I was steadfast and I've reformed round, ready for the next round of combat. But it is the end of turn 4, and on a 6, the game ends. So, are we playing another turn? Yes, we are. Chaos Dwarves turn 5 coming up. There is no movement for the Chaos Dwarves. We're straight into the magic phase. Winds of Magic have blown fairly strong, and we're kicking off with a big fireball into this building. It is cast. I have miscast on myself. So let's do my 3d6 for the... Oh, look at that. That's absolutely appalling. Absolutely appalling. Right. Can I at least kill any? Oh, yeah. 4.
4 saves. 4 dead.
Wow. And what have I done to myself? 8. Double check what I've done there. I think that's the magical feedback where I'm going to lose D3 and take a single hit. 3 dice gone, so that's the end of my pool, and we'll get the wounds done on him in a moment. Infernal Guard have opened up with their blunderbusses. Only got 1 on the D3 for multiple shots, so 23 shots opened up. Managed to kill just 1 pistol shot as well, but nothing further done there. That's the end of my turn. Situation is looking more and more desperate for the Chaos Dwarves now. All the demons need to do is sit in that tower. Seekers have gone into combat. The Skull Cannon did declare it as well. It was a very long way, and he did fail. So they're in by themselves. All they need to do is survive so that I don't get to shoot if the game goes on. Let's see what happens in the magic phase. That's an 8. Is that the Nurgle one? Oh. Double check what happens with this one and which units it's going to affect. The Herald has successfully cast Doom and Darkness, but he has done it with irresistible force, meaning he has miscast, and the lives of the Plague Bearers in the watchtower with him are now in jeopardy. What's he done? Oh dear. Low numbers are never, never good. We'll double check what he's done to himself there. This could be game changing. In the dimensional cascade that followed that miscast, 3 more Plague Bearers were killed.
Let me see if I get sucked into the void.
Does he disappear off? That's 1 more model out of the watchtower if he does.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, he's gone. Oh, slowly, slowly, slowly whittling that unit down, but I just need the time to shoot them out and move in, which is the difficult thing. Time is what we're running out of, and let's be honest, models as well. There's no shooting, so it's going to be straight into combat with the Seekers, and then we'll see if I can do any damage back to them. The Infernal Guard managed to cut down 2, only lost 1 in return. We drew the combat, but the Infernal Guard have a musician, meaning that the Seekers have lost by 1. Can they pass their demonic instability? Oh, not quite, and he goes. Which means if the game continues, I get an opportunity to fireball, shoot, and do whatever I can to kill these 8 remaining Plague Bearers. Game ends on a 4+ now. It's another one of the impossible cock dice. Building the tension. Yeah, 6. It killed the Blood Crusher, but that's it. The game ends at these 8 Plague Bearers hold on to the watchtower, and the Demons of Chaos have the victory. And so it ends with the Demons of Chaos, the victors. They have paid a very, very high price for it. This is all that remains before they fizzle back into the warp and ether from whence they came. But they denied the Chaos Dwarves from holding the watchtower. Very good game. It was some remarkable dice rolls in terms of Chaos Dwarves pretty much having 2 entire turns where they managed to kill nothing with shooting or magic. But then it swung back with the Demons of Chaos having some pretty difficult rolls for their Winds of Magic and risking losing more models. Very back and forward, but ultimately I just didn't have the firepower really to get those models out. 42 shots going into them and only killing 2 was pretty much the sum of the game for them really. So the Demons of Chaos progress through in our little mini tournament into the next round. We don't know who they're going to face yet. We're going to draw that once all of the first round games have been played. Hope that you enjoyed that one. As always, please like, comment and subscribe. Keep tuned for more content and we'll see you next time.